Welcome, guys. Share the video.
Jilo wona tonadol toniel DJ Dingarang Jagdalo diana baping Adina majaga jideng makwaga oton para iye maduni ya kudimit pandani ya ayi tonu tuol kutunga tonu adina majaga anyar ke begwan ba ilijit sukula ikapi ajong jigo ane baje ayi pingi kiyelo adina majaga jideng makwaga oton para iye maduni ya kudimit pandani ya ayi tonu tuol kutunga tonu adina majaga anyar ke begwan ba ilijit sukula ikapi ajong jigo ane baje ayi pingi kiyelo adina majaga jideng makwaga oton para iye maduni ya kudimit pandani ya ayi tonu tuol kutunga tonu adina majaga anyar ke begwan ba ilijit sukula ikapi ajong jigo ane baje ayi pingi kiyelo Pagabala kubila pingi ban India den paniri junu Ayora matul manna bin majak kemati Injina teto kutia injiwa Ayora jema mana jula Jodo ere Inayo Ajibia binyepi Ibong jangaloi Anyi pinongange An bayan inaga Jalia togu paniri jenya Alejema kwene wota jo masilia oya dayo alejema jodebele alejema kwene wota.
Okay, welcome, guys. Welcome to Medit Talk Show. This is the second show for yesterday, following up for the breaking news that happened in JEBEL, Iraq. And we are giving you guys a late update that we received from SSPDF spokesperson, Major General Lulray. So today I will play the video that he press released this morning in Cuba time. And this is what we have been saying for the last couple of days, that the people that were behind of the attack in Jebel, Iraq, were the SPLM-IO and the NAS. And for the last 24 or 48 hours, Medid has been attacked by the NAS member, and Medid is tolerate back. I am responding back to them, and they now, what are they saying? John Wushan, you are CPI, you are commenting here. What are you guys talking now? So this is, I will play the video. Before that, these are the latest update. So SSPDF Major General Lu Rai Kong has reported that. Let me read this one out and then I will play the video. Here is what he said that today on April 1st. This is not an April Fool, okay? Some of you will say that it's April Fool. No, it's not. So he said that the some of the composed of some of the elements from SPLM-IO and the NAS attacks JEBEL Iraq in the central Equatoria, okay? So here are the breaking down. So I want to give you the latest update because remember yesterday or 2 days ago, there's been reported that there are 73 people that will lost their life. So that's not true. This is accurate information that we received. The spokesperson has just give the latest update today, and these are accurate information as we speak. It said that there were 12 SSPDF soldiers who lost their life and 24 civilians. So 24 civilians were killed and 12 SSPDF were killed and 3 soldiers were wounded and 20 civilians were wounded. So the total number of people who killed is 24 civilians plus 12 SSPDF soldiers. So it will, the total number is 36 people who lost their life in JEBEL Iraq, and also 23 wounded. So this is our accurate number. So from 73 to 36 who lost their life, and also from 25 wounded to 23 who are wounded. So these are the new number that we received from a spokesperson of SSPDF today. And the press release are in his page. If you can go to his social media page, Facebook, you will see all of those, and also you will see watch the video. So before that, let me play the video. And let me share this one over here. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, Jamab, those of you in Clubhouse, I will not bring people up yet. You guys will.
Kaltan attacks JEBEL, Iraq on 28 March 2026 at 7:17 p.m. A combined force composed of some elements from SPLM-IO and NAS attacked Khor, Kaltan in central Equatorial State. The surprise attack on innocent artisanal miners resulted in the following fatalities and injuries. Bullet number 1. 12 SSPDF soldiers were killed in defense of the area, whereas 3 servicemen sustained gunshot wounds. 24 civilians died and over 20 were wounded. Those sustaining life-threatening wounds are receiving treatment at ICRC facility, while the ones with lesser injuries are being treated at JEBEL Military Referral Hospital in Jeddah. Spontaneous response from SSPDF. In execution of our own mandate, SSPDF soldiers from ground force responded spontaneously by tracking down the attackers that were on retreat westwards. They were following them throughout the night. On the 29th, which was the following day, at 10 a.m., our forces that were on hot pursuit caught up and made contacts with the retreating rebel fighters. The engagement resulted in the neutralization of 8 enemy combatants, including the commanding officer at the rank of Brigadier General. Conclusion: it is good to underscore that the initial discrepancies in death toll could be attributed to several factors. 1, information gap, fog of war, uncertainties, anxiety, and lumping up of those killed or wounded were those that went missing in the aftermath of attacks, but later on resurfaced as survivors. In conclusion, and after a thorough investigations were conducted with our own main intelligence report as the basis, supported by several eyewitness accounts, as well as backed up by community-based reports on those killed or wounded, SSPDF is glad to announce that the Khor Kaltan death toll, which was initially reported at 73, has now dropped to 36. Thank you. So Kaltan attacks.
Okay, so now. So after that press release, so he takes some question from the reporter on the ground. Let me play this. So this is about 5 minutes.
First and foremost, there were a number of actors that were involved or were affected, a number of stakeholders that were affected. The miners that were mostly affected come from different communities. After the attacks, which happened at night, and also over the weekends. So these factors made it difficult for us to respond immediately. First, we wanted to gather correct information by getting in touch with the miners, the local command that was present in the area, the SSPDF command that was deployed in the area, the local authority from Omduruba administrative unit. We know Omduruba is an administrative area. It has its own chief administrator. So all these actors, all these stakeholders that were affected in one way or the other, we are to engage them, get accurate information from them. All right. So we took this time to make sure that we get the accurate information from those who were directly or indirectly affected. For instance, the initial reports indicated over 73 people were killed. But after the dust settled, some who ran into the bushes came back. So after getting lists from members of the community that were affected, mostly from Awil, Northern Barak State, which is Awil, then from Lakes and from Warab, the communities that were affected compiled lists of those who went missing. Then after they reported that when they revised the list, then I have the list with me here. The list is of those who were killed, including their names, from SSPDF, from Northern Barak, from Lake States, and others. So that's the reason why it took long. But the good news is we took our time, and the outcome is very beautiful. It has disqualified the initial reports that we had lost 73. They also disqualified the other theories, the disinformation that was conducted, the misinformation that was deliberately also done. So with this accurate information, this is the best tool we can use. We took it. I came on air and I said that we're gathering correct information. And once that information is gathered, the proper one would come back. And this was exactly what we have done by coming back to SSPC. Because of the time factor, I did not involve the other media outlets. But as soon as I'm done with you, I'll go and email this to WhatsApp group so that the print media, radio stations also benefit from this.
Okay. Do you have an idea maybe to why they attacked this mining place?
That's a very good question. You know, this is not the first time for the rebels to attack areas that are rich in minerals. In 2022, 2023, in Gorong here, an area where some local mining was being done was attacked, and as a result, 9 people were killed. In Paya Hills here, that side of Lokono, in the previous years, in the last 4 years, we registered repeated attacks on people who are doing informal mining in the site. Paya Hills has also deposits. And if you rewind a little bit longer, some 5 years ago, we discovered that NAS in particular has been involving in illegal mining of minerals. They brought in machines that are meant for extracting gold. They extract it, they smuggle it out of the country, they sell it so that they sustain the war and they sustain their lavish lifestyles in the region. So this idea of mining gold illegally and killing people who are trying to benefit from the same business is a hallmark of NAS. And maybe SPLM-IO borrowed it from them. Okay. So they are on record for being involved in illegal mining activities. You could see there was a covered report where the commander of SPLM-IO that was based in Greater Ye was reported doing illegal logging with a lot of trucks coming in illegally, especially to SPLM-IO control areas, where the commander was involved in illegal logging on a commercial scale. So logging would be done. Foreign traders would enter their territories illegally, do the logging, load it on trucks, smuggle it out, get rebranded, and it's sold. If some of you could remember, there was a report on that. And some rebel commanders were shown on even international media platforms being accused of illegal logging. And that was the same illegal route that was used by the former journalist that was killed in Kaya. You know, this Greater Ye is rich in this good ashjar betana mahogany teak. You know, these are very good high quality woods. When you take them out as logs, you pay a lot of money. So this was the reason why they want to be the only beneficiaries. I was satisfied. So
okay, so had you years now you heard from SSPDF spokesperson. So these are accurate evidence. So yesterday for the last 24 hours, you have heard from SPLM-IO supporters in social media come out doing their own propaganda, saying that the attack in Jebel, Iraq, were carried out by forces belong to Adut Salva Kiir Mayardit. Okay, and also they came out and they said that the attack was between the two community, between Madinga Will community and Gorial community. You see, that's the group. This is the propaganda they were doing for the last 24 hours. Okay, they denied. Okay, and these NAS member supporters and the IO, okay, special base in diaspora, they came out and do this propaganda. So what makes you, if you deny, if there is a group of terrorists came out, attacked the civilian, killing, targeting the civilian, not even, because you guys know Jebel, Iraq, it was not only those Dinka, there are many of ethnic tribes who are doing a mine work there. But over there, what I heard that people will just stay in the group, but they make these attackers, they do their study, okay, before they attack. So they went attack this particular group of the Jemopot. There are 3 communities that are affected: Lake State, Northern Barkazal, which is a Will, and Gorial were up. This is these 24 civilians that are coming from this. Okay. So why didn't the question is why they didn't attack other group, and there are all others? Because this is a target attack from the SPLM-IO and White Army. I mean, not White Army, NAS. Okay. So the NAS member, those of you, Simon Abui and Teresa JEBEL and the rest of SPLM NAS member, what are you guys saying now? Where are you? Just come out. You're supposed to come out in your media to do another propaganda. We have told you for the last 24 hours that these people who are responsible for this killing are your member. You are supporting the terrorist act in the country, killing the civilian in the cold blood. When we condemn you, you come out, we are tribalists. So who is a tribalist right now? It's you guys are tribalists. And you come out with the propaganda all night long. And when we give you accurate information that we receive on the ground, you say no. Even the survival victim, speak out, identify their attackers who attacked them. And again, they deny it. Okay, today, after 24 hours, when a spokesperson of SSPDF came out and give the public, the nation, accurate information what happened in Jebel Iraq. Okay? So now you see what they are doing? They come out with another propaganda. Okay? They come out with that propaganda. So these are the pictures. Let me take this one out from my screen here. So these are the pictures that Khor, SSPDF get it from the rebels who attacked Jebel Iraq. Those are the AK-47 they caught. And also, you see that picture ID? That is, they are doing propaganda. When the spokesperson of SSPDF posted on his social media, these are one of the rebels that who attacked the civilian in Jebel Iraq, killing 36. And this rebel was killed too. But that picture, that ID is ID of SSPDF, right? They came out with the propaganda. Again, for the last few hours, they come out with propaganda. Oh, these are SSPDF who are killed because their ID is belong to SSPDF. You see, there's another propaganda that came out. But who born yesterday? As the SPLM-IO forces, the NAS forces, they were a member of SSPDF before they defected from SSPDF and joined the NAS or joined the SPLM-IO. So they still, the naked, I call this a naked lie and propaganda. Okay? They came out with this naked, again, it's naked lie and propaganda. So that, okay, these are SSPDF forces. Okay, now, the SSPDF spokesperson came out again for about 10 and 15 minutes ago to clarify the picture, to tell you, Debunking, what this picture means to you after the last 15 or 16 hours when he came in on air and give accurate information on what happened in Jebel Iraq and post that picture on his media platform. They came out. That's where our supporters, the NAS support, came out in public in social media again and said that, oh, those are the SSPDF who killed them. They are not belong to SPLM-IO or the NAS. Here is what a spokesperson of SSPDF say. Okay, there you go. He thought that like about 15 or 20 minutes ago to clarify about the picture. Okay, and here is what he say. Some of you in the clubhouse don't see my screen, but the screen is on there. You guys can see it. So here is, I will read for those of you who didn't see that. Let me pull in my phone here very quick. Here is what he say, Major General Lul Rai Kong. He said that the more clear, I put on the screen that, here is what he wrote like 42 minutes ago. He said more clarification on military ID recovering from one of the fallen rebel fighters. After thoroughly going through a public reaction following a posting of private recovering from the fallen rebels that had attacked Jebel Iraq, I revealed that many question the relation behind the ID. In the response, and I quote, I would like to clarify that the ID belonged to a former SSPDF soldiers that had defected to the opposition, but for unknown reason, he opted to retain it, end quote. In conclusion, and I quote, I would like to caution any citizen against unjustifiable theory military press release, end quote. That is what the major spokesperson of SSPDF, Major General Lul Rai Kong, just clarified. Those of terrorist supporters, those of SPLM-IO and NAS who are came out and do propaganda always, and whenever they come, they just come with the propaganda that they don't even have accurate information. Huh? So now, what are they going to say? What Medidu has been said for the last 24 hours or for the last 36 hours, it's not come out as has been confirmed officially by SSPDF workers and that the people who are behind of JEBEL Iraq attack are the SPLM-IO and the NAS. Okay. So what are you guys going to say now? Again, another propaganda you said there was one of the lady, our mom, we call Mama Adio Magongdit. She came out and make a video to condemn the killing. Okay. And also somebody from the SPLM-IO again and from the NAS who are these they led her. Okay. Because our these mothers, they don't have enough information. They don't read and write. So they just hear what somebody telling in her ear. Hear what she was saying. And I want to respond to our mama Nyan Abiel Magangit. Non we call win Tiokayen. Gamka video live video from me to Bagyaga. Before Balu responding, let me play her video. Because her video yesterday, that's what they've been doing the propaganda. Oh, you guys, you see, this is the evidence. They came out, they came out and they confirmed that the attack were a will and Goria and everything. They came out. This is their evidence yesterday. They say what this old woman say about Adunu Salva Kiir. She was the one behind of the killing, and they say that that's their evidence. That's what they were running with it yesterday. That's SPLM-IO, the NAS propagandists in social media. Let me play her video. Kuna we call tiakayen plilakayen video can be.
Salam alaikum manjangda. We got a more with South Sudanese seven. Kunian bien. Watch you die. Watch you. Pana Junuba Sudan. Aja kuch. Panchi young people. Panchika witten. Wachiran di de piap. Baduran Khor. Yen kenen bi an wek bai. Eka chiro loy. Jebel Iraq. Wairo loy. Jebel Kaltan. Eka na diya na po bai. Akaraj kuberaj. Eno diaro ko jemi diet. Ashan bumandu. Bamuk bedit. Bichado bepenyating. Kule wich. Ekabe ni muk. Kule jala del jerim. And work by and for the hour. Unchal Madinga will. Quite a leg state. No Monday in Chiriaxin. Oh, quite warap. Specially towing. Unchal Wanjang. Another hour awake. And my condolences. In a babyle week. A poor young book job and Alwell. Can we job and Alwell Kirkanage? A Kachuka Balapay. Wake that go upward. kuwek shabab junub Sudan malka la tanadab dab atul wek dab kan atul wek ke cha jagoy ke jada ayo yit ayo chilwel war ayo ka chichop
God, I will post in a knanga mikla kayakin can mother. And no mikla kayakin. That's the reason. And knanga mikla kay luan video can play. Can look could be you and Bannerman can Piangalang when the Konanga respond again. Luran Tong Troloi, the fighting that happened in Jebel Khor Korangadia United Jebel Iraq, Khor Kaltan was carrying out. She will say, let me see. Quite by jam kayen in mother and yoga. Because I'm gonna hear information incorrect information. I keep up. Pianka lang we more young piang. That's the reason why we want video to play. Look at your local Khor Kaltan.
ayo that bento
Actually, ayo yet.
na men la koy nok musafa 1 hour from Juba la ruogo ayo yet ku ci ka met ku du tok la yin balwel la ke nwere nen ci wonok mam kana mam ci lu mam ci ko tok yen anong rande.
Let me stop there, pause there. Mama, kene lun tiap tour chalwel. Chal man ti jam video kene chalwel kalango, o chalwel to mo jang bi lai. Ay lwel dara ye ne chi mo kok. Ko won chan wi pin, ko ko won mo ko ka bo. Ko to won bi ke around ka yer chro piang pin. Ko lo chi ran ti to. Ko ka won abo ka blu pat ko ting pin e ran won chi lay down ka ko ju ko chi to. Ka ko jel ke ku ci ping ko won jam ka ping ka jam to nwer ene ki lo video de a ci ran ke lum to ci video cha ting na ran won survive ko won ci mo bi jan yene ci lum to da balu ran nwer ali u kene a ko le ni kene yok yo video cha ting video mama a ko la lo ka lo youtube mada gine ran dit ko mo pro wo mi ko won ko won ay wi mo bu ga ping wel won won ko ga twing nongi lakini ni jaber men ko ba kek ina ki ko ina ki mo jambiru no ko pej ina kloy ko kene ci pat
before bi e mo ci ran yo ko tong mo jang le yin kai ku kai ci beting ku jol mo ke yen e cho la ka yito kalas ran ke ni ci jam ya ci lel ke mo jang ene ci jam tong mo jang yen dam kan wek junub Sudan palka du di ker ke gner achi ake ka diet da palka kek atul wek aduri ker ke gner gorgor pala kek da malka na la kuma da ben wanda kuma be strategies bika dab wait bichira na ben topin because ya protected ka we ga bijala baga luisin lakin metine yana kuma ke irma yar ke nyande ku fonde malka we ga tok malka we da en kan we ga chi moj ku jalok jot en dama cha we je chi lok jot che du lok jot Koi moy wega task force kana dur kir mayadi denta dabno. Ye da wit buka ya lwel weg monjangda.
Akin yin tatin.
Ye kala a wit buka ya lwel.
Lwe the bana kin yin tatin. Akin
A task
yin.
force a dur kir ta dabno me yana moy weg. E ngu yenta yemi the monjang latin. Ene cholta moje ich. E ngu chi ko je ba moje dabnum ka poita. E ngu chi ko je ba moje dabnum bibor. E ngu yena damken. Wade me the monjang latin. E yena chi wich benang benefit win yuk man the monjang. E chan monjang ka chi chwadi jebich. We monjang. Ku chang nyuj bang mat. Baga kaloy rot ken. Bag lai lui stop. Ka monjang betok. Monjang betok. Awe ga dur kir mayar nyal. We monjang. Kutung bag jaman one day. Raka bukir bi chol bu ka jam ka yen ku le ka ja itok gin ban jajal. Ba ni nyuj ping. E kun nguen bag ja ba man we monjang. Miet kun ka ga itok. Ai jat jung le ku le to. Kwa chin kabar, wala le rane la yok la mandu che la nokta na la, aliu. Ai chi jadi nwere nasir, ai la thuk. Mwanjanga mwade we kir ma yar yenam. Bak ja jat pe nanen kir ma yar wani. Mwanjang da we ga ithuk. We ga ithuk. Baku makaya nok kurija ayo. Rija ayo chilweka yishop, ayo bela bendino. Ya kalwela kanga luika fool me. You are fooling yourself. Kwa che chap jirube ni akalwe fool. Kwa ya dai kwa chi nyina jig kala. Kwa nyina jig naka kwa kida. Kulari jayo. Kwa chakwe lwa tuang duna ayo chakwe defeat. Ayo le bendino 1 hour from Juba. Le bendino. Le bendino na ayo from Juba. Mwanjangda. Tachi we kir ma yar jat pin. Ba jat pin yem wo gaj we gen ku chak jat pin wo ni. Ka mun ka ba mai ko ka mwanjang. Abno ga lwelo anda la panchol junu Sudan ke nang mwanjang wa ta. Ku mwanjang e beto. Mwanjang ito. Mi di jat noka mete de enta mento gich. Na chi ka pol big dip anda ka mento ka mi ka de diet. Mwanjang biya reduce. The chiwe ga du chop ke ga wun. Ka mwanjang biya reduce. Chiwe ka chop ke yi paneden. Yi gorgor. Ka mwanjang ito. Yi da ye kalwe.
Okay. Yena pat. Chaban we monjang dai. Luan video mada luan play because we will ke ga che we lui. Cha min wear koltwen would ban wear. Koi tio ke ko yara bol tio na koi ka. Video de lui play lui running around in social media. We koi die. We koi na when tio kamada like ya. I know bukun yel na mikra ke panaki ma yadit. Lekin kan le kidi red dan mashakal du kat kir panakir kan ne kanang mwanjang yet. So kin jala tin ka chimini yinen dia wel kok ta kalwela wel pat. Lekin ni ke kidi yi akai babet akai ting. chan chong kir ma yadi ke thio ga le men ka nyande gira tunde bi chak jala ba ni yakola ko mon jang kana mon jang mun jang nak chong chuk tar kana a che tong tar pa kir ma yadi ka nyande ku tunde e tong kini taw mon jang nak chok sal pa jar ko mon jang nak kimina kal men ja tinga ngi nga ko nok krong kor kaltan ake ai wo wine ka lu ka ko ko na cheke ana chitawo yet kuy ba de kingan mada tong war tar long northern bor tong kene e tong win bo ana ko en xew kuma lo blog gel num SPLM-IO to long ago to ya kene
adek so the road ko bor ba twej ba den
ai ba tweja let me say
it ko je daji jeng to bat kon bu to li ngara de wet ba lek
ai ka yin yen anya dai di de krong da ken yo bel di de point ka yin mada tong torten e tong nang monjang ki bit me de ja yok tong chi ko la nok JEBEL Iraq ake monjang a chi kal nok ko ga ja no men a chi ri monjang tia ka ye chi tia ka ga dun Salva Kiir a chi tia ka tun Salva Kiir gorgor a chi tia ka Salva Kiir datu a ko me a ngwen kri bala jot kule taw Kiir ko to a Kiir rer pa chi to tin so kan yu ba kana bating ani JEBEL already china mada ko ye batek lekin video dun kana chi a ko yam ko jam dun jam min kana ana mo jang da do chi mo jang ko ina nang mo jang ke mo jang dia win ke kan anake ke yin dalo ke ko win mo jang da yin jala mar ke lo kana ku lo ko ko kwa ka ko no lo no a che ke ko no lo ja do Kiir ko nyande jara tunde e ko boti o kan mada kan I want to watch wo mi winter tan mo pur buga ping nongi wel po bakalwel ya dien wun dia win e yi jine ba diaw mo jang ato e yi du kana lekin to mo jang ache jawra Salva Kiir ma yadi akuma Salva Kiir ma yadi mo jang ache lo ka tar min jog haraka in 1983 ene nag mo jang e ran tiyo kana pat ke Salva Kiir ma yadi ne ran war kon pat ke John Garang de Mabior bi po ci John Garang ken taw e ran tong tiyo kana ngoro boy ko ne nang mo jang e muda du mo jang dum tege wadu balwel balbe chol mo jang meaningful al bi domit ko wadu ta ci dam kana ci mo jang won e to ngwe ni wer a ci jot a ci jot ku le ko lu ko propaganda ku le ko lu gan kan ko lo ko ne jam ke wan men yi da ci ban be jakal ran won ganun e kel jenya puma a ci ban be ku le koy won koy na koy wan JEBEL Kaltan a ci ko don a ci adun Salva Kiir ko ci Salva Kiir ko ci tunu tar par Kiir ay o wutte kal we na ci jare ko aka ay o dal man ci jakon be man ay o men aka ko nok e ngumba jabe do ten kayin kane ko won masik muni ba yegi ma da yan ci bala twen kon mi ja koy ten William Wilson ku jira ko don ma jo non ko ba lo ko ba jetin Wilson you can go ahead ten ba boy
thank you Ian dai di ba kon la kan to jeng ba jokin ta I know it's too late from you guys. They were using this lady voice yesterday in a room as propaganda to show that through that even the translators who were translated the things they did not translate it good. So that lady, I will say the word in the Dinka. I told her when
Mama
Chol nga ina
Dio.
dai ye na jap ku je ting di go ko ting taw re
Ai, kurang ai mada.
Elwel rin ke chol nga won.
Dio. Oh, Mama Dio. Madang.
Mama Dio. Okay. Ye nin Mama Dio taban ko da ku kurut. We na chawul maraba so du ping. Tong nasir wanin ci kon yor ko gubaret. Ci yor jeng pa dango ba ko du lat. Ku mat ke ga kuma. Wel ji ci ko ku na ret. Ya ni jañ koy wan ko le ko te. A ko to ki opposition lakini ku ki mana de opposition. Yana de ki taw moy jeng na ci ya opposition je ci ko wan el klaba wo jitin na ya opposition ki kon jeng moy. So it becomes their habit and I ci ya opposition can be proof non dinkas. You have to turn again at the dinka. The yin mama jendi the way I took on queen one tongue to tao bao well you know which you will later on pada. Tongue it on a kuma. Kuman de jing den did knock over 400. Not general de. A kuma kilo but a big take a bag of padang, it can a queer. Walking in real chirial and where will run it take pandy. Queen a chuban to red one, the yen masio. Will and I, Queen a gajo will, and I like a kuma politic. We keep it out and we could read them. Lucky kuna yin, the more than chi ping on we own. Pinyapin Akuma, Ukinim real. Can one intimate Kai be into Kayu Kubaret? Okay, in us, I care below Montin. Before being ran been a peller up to allow the investigation. Investigation like that, and 72 hours is magul, you can find a reality. Like now, it becomes 72 hours now, seeing the day. We were the first people in the parak to come out. Because we have a leak, we have inside deep news, whether in the bush where the people were there, some of us have members. Whether in the army, some of us have members. The union I did. Mama kede palara penya. Kobina tiye the wale opposition kede palara penya. Do not combine akuma de pan to yini yoke akuma de pan sulfur. Lakin gele jengti namriel the sulfur la nyut. Sulfur was not appointed by the Dinka. And that's what we say as a parak. The SPLM problem should not be a Jing problem. Jing is not a party, Jing is not a government. And Jing is not the one who sent Salva Kiir to Gaba for over 21 years. So where do you buy the non-Dinka claim that Dinka are the one who keeps Salva Kiir? None of us who live outside here, we don't get paid from the government. Some of us did not even see the money, the currency of South Sudan money, who have John Garang had. They never had them one day in their own pocket, leave alone in either. But you, the young opposition, who have been misled to become a real opposition, you have to attack your own young. That's your problem. Psychologically, you've been affected. Young is not a party. Young is a tribe like any other tribe. And that's what we are fighting as a parak. Leave Young alone, go after Salva Kiir. It's your shame. And why only Jing? And you have people called Nuer. If it is for Jing, why the Nuer themselves can convince Taban Dengai, Turkeo, and Riek Machar, and all IO don't work with Akuma if Akuma becomes Jing thing? Why they don't let them to resign? Why the other Equatoria don't tell to Waniga to resign if it becomes a Jing thing, if it is not a party called SPLM? There is Wani, there is Mamour, there is Marade, the head of the parliament of South Sudan, Nuna Kumba, there is Martin, who is almost position of prime minister. And 3 governors in the region of Equatoria. 3 governors in the region of Upper Nile, they are all Nuer. And you, the so-called Dinka opposition, don't understand it. You buy the propaganda of the opposition, making things look in South Sudan like a Jing thing. Please, Mama Dio, I don't know how far is your education, but you may be like education if you follow up. I'm trying to, the way you speak in the Dinka, I try to find out how many foreign words that you use in your talking. Whether you are really went to school in Arabic, you should have to use some terminologies. If you went for a school, I'm trying to catch up the way you talk. But you feel like a lady that you grow up in a Dinka village, like you know everything about Dinka. But I don't know where your brain been twisted here, and you see the thing that in South Sudan you want to blame a Dinka. Mama Dio, listen to me. Salva Kiir was not appointed by the Dinka. If you want to know tribe as Salva Kiir, who bring him to Sulta, to leadership, is a tribe called SPLM, SPLA, if you want it. It's not called Monjang or Jing, Dedeng, Dabu. No. You need to get it in your mind. People like you are making Dinka to suffering to be target because you are buying nonsense and all these non-Dinka they are eating in that government up to date. This is my advice to you. I don't know you. Last time you come into work on attack, digital jing padang to do attack, or you walk to them where in a bailo mantine. In Beijing, I will get a problem. Without Kir, Ki book Jalanya cave. Walk in Kir. I don't call that a king eating work. I will attack a cranto. Yin the Chinkir wit, Kubaya opposition, Marawi opposition, whatever opposition, do not target my tribe because the tribe called Dinka is not an SPLM. It is like Nuer, it is like any tribe. What kill our people today is people like you, because it's been brainwashing last year, John Wuchan and the rest of the opposition target the Dinka, and then the Dinka will be put in pressure. They will pressure another Salva Kiir to lead the leadership. That's why now the Dinka has been attacked in their own places. It is something cooked last year. Me, Wilson, I know it. How many times John Wuchan say here? It's become comedy. Go kill the Jing with Afrinal Kulu, Lemon Bukori, you. Take them to Barakazal. That's where those of those men pick up this word. You know, it is a premise. The whole Dinka in Afrinal, they have to go to Barakazal. Otherwise, you will be slaughtered. Those words, they did not come from nowhere. It is something cooked because opposition, they don't know how to overthrow the government. Because for them, the Jing is an SPLM, which is not true. The SPLM that bring by President Kol Wani, it is the SPLM have Tabandingai, have Riek Machar, so-called SPLM-IO, all these group members of the SPLM. So Madid, that's my word, because her voice been used yesterday and up to date. But I am very glad that you, the South Sudanese, the final report came out from the SPDF spokesperson. I think, Madid, you're going to repeat it because before the room, a lot of people were not in the room. I believe the voice should be replayed again so all of us can know. And that's what we were saying 2 days ago. We know exactly is IO, including the general that were killed. Before he go on day 28, he was somewhere Trabalbar giving order. He taped himself with the video tapes. Ugal matiji hine kalikum hina. And the guy is Nuerawi, Mushuluk, in the Falaja. Do you think when we came out here, we have a backup evidence? But thank God, now the report has come out from the SPDF, who were after them for the last 2 days. They killed some of them, and we're going to replay that place, that video. But before I do that, maybe Majo want to say something, or otherwise we can play it, and then Majo can take it from there. Thank you. I will stop here, Nana.
Okay, yeah, but thank you, Wilson. I go on with you guys.
Thank you.
I'm a joke. I think you have a network problem. Okay? We'll leave the room and come back.
Am I clear now, Wilson?
Yeah, now you're clear.
Yes, now it's clear. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Abraham Adit and Wilson. I appreciate you guys for creating time to come and update us on what has happened 2 days ago in Jebel, Iraq, for Kaltan. Yeah, first of all, Abraham Adit and Wilson, I'll appreciate the SSPDF spokesperson, Lulwe, for the update. But I was having two questions in mind. One was, why were they taking long before updating the public in regard to the incident? But thank God, one of the journalists present during the press managed to ask that question. And the spokesperson answered the questions that they were gathering, trying to get accurate information, because there were a lot of different news outlets that were voicing the same concern out with the different statistics, number of people that were actually killed during the incident. So that one has already neutralized my first question. The second question, Abraham, is that why is it none of the government officials, especially from the top leadership politically, none of them spoke about it? I don't know, but that question is still hanging there in my mind, and I believe there are other South Sudanese also who are still having the same question in their mind. To my mom video, which you played before, Abraham Adit and Wilson comment on that. I don't want to comment much on that, because I believe she might be having some frustration. Otherwise, her remarks, you can sense a lot of frustrations out of that. Number two, you can look at kind of one-sided story and assumptions in her remark. She's an elderly woman. We believe she's our mother. And if anybody could extend this video Abraham did to her, and then you could advise her, or if you know her, you could reach out to her, advise her next time. Elders don't speak out of frustration. Any word that you speak out of frustration and you are an elder, that word carried a lot of weight. It can destroy the society and it can build the society. So it is very crucial for elders to understand, comprehend, analyze, and stand at the neutral ground and make their remarks or their statements without endangering other people. Otherwise, we cannot undo what she has already said, but we can prevent the next remarks. I know social media is being used in different ways. There are South Sudanese who are using it in a constructive way, and there are South Sudanese who are using it in a frustrated manner, and there are those who are using it to settle their grievances with other individuals, even family members, like husband and wife. They are using social media as a way of seeking for sympathy and public judgment on their family affairs, which is very unfortunate. So that's what I can say in regard to our remark. Otherwise, the incidents, fellow citizens, is still tragic and frustrating. Such devastating incidents should not be happening frequently. But from the month of January up to now, a lot of killing has been happening, which is like a selective kind of killing. Targeting a certain tribe as a scapegoat to fight the government. But the bottom line is that the government itself is not doing what we want, has not yet met our expectation as the citizens. You all know that. Be it opposition, be it government supporter, be it mere citizen, being activist, whatever form of activity you do as a South Sudanese, we are all convinced that the government has felt short to meet our expectations and to meet the expectations of the region and even the world. South Sudan of 2026, after 2013, is not South Sudan of 2011, when we raised our independence or the flag. People were crying, including Uganda. By that time, I was in senior 3, Uganda, Kampala. Ugandans were crying, shedding tears, praising us, South Sudanese. But currently, it has really betrayed the entire nation, both unborn and unborn child, or even born one. The living and the dead South Sudanese. We are betrayed by the activities happening in our country. But the question is, should we blame the government alone? No. Then who should we blame here? We blame both government and the opposition. Because government is between being a dictator and being democrat. But sometimes as a new nation, you have to choose. If you want to be dictator, deal with the politician in a ruthless manner and provide services to the citizens so that you can become as a benevolent dictator like Paul Kagame of Rwanda. And if you want to be democrat, be pure democratic. But our government is confused between the two roads, which road to take. The opposition on the other side is not doing their due diligence like opposition of other countries. Sit in Juba at the heart of the government, articulate your issues. Whether national media fail to come to you, and then you have your phone, you have your Facebook, you have TikTok, you have your X, which was previously named as Twitter, you have Instagram, you have YouTube. You can sit in your own room and you reach out to millions of South Sudanese within a single minute. You don't even need SSBC to come to you. Articulate the issues. Let the government come and arrest you so that citizens will know that you were arrested because you articulate, you raise the issue of road, you raise the issue of corruption, you raise the issue of hospital, you raise the issue of education, you raise the issues that affect the vulnerable South Sudanese. But the oppositions are kind of kleptocratic opposition parties. Once they are given a position, they said, okay, we are doing well. Now we will combine our effort with President Kiir and everything will be available to citizens. Within no time, we will see them quarreling. If President Kiir take what belongs to them and give it to another person, then they start saying things are not going right. This thing has made South Sudanese to become laughing stock in the entire region. So my appeals to the government, we have talked several times and we will continue talking, but they will not listen. But the action at the end of the day will discipline them and they will listen. Because it's very hard, it's said in Dinka language. These government officials, both government and the opposition, time will come and they will be judged accordingly. We can judge them here on earth and God will judge them in heaven or in hell. That's one thing I'm sure of. Whether we like it or not, they will find the right places. If you are a thief, you will be confined in the jail. And if you are a murderer, you can also be sentenced to death. We have all those available options, and that time will come. South Sudan will not remain in that way forever. Otherwise, I've seen two of our colleagues who have joined us, and I believe they have more opinions to share in the same regard. I cannot dominate the discussions alone. Bolma Khor, you're highly welcome. And to Rabi, you're highly welcome. Otherwise, I'll yield it back to Abramadit and Wilson to welcome the two moderators. Thank you and stay blessed.
Yeah. Thank you, Majok. Yeah. Go ahead, Wilson.
Yeah, I will suggest to replay the voice of the SPDF report person, and then we can welcome those guys.
Okay.
Because the room is full now.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me play that.
Attacks JEBEL, Iraq On 28 March 2026, at 7:17 p.m., a combined force composed of some elements from SPLM-IO and NAS attacked Khor, Kaltan in central Equatorial State. The surprise attack on innocent artisanal miners resulted in the following fatalities and injuries. Bullet number 1, 12 SSPDF soldiers were killed in defense of the area, whereas 3 servicemen sustained gunshot wounds. 24 civilians died and over 20 were wounded. Those sustaining life-threatening wounds are receiving treatment at ICRC facility, while the ones with lesser injuries are being treated at JEBEL Military Referral Hospital in Jada. Spontaneous response from SSPDF. In execution of our own mandate, SSPDF soldiers from ground force responded spontaneously by tracking down the attackers that were on retreat westwards. That was, they were following them throughout the night. On the 29th, which was the following day, at 10 a.m., our forces that were on hot pursuit caught up and made contacts with the retreating rebel fighters. The engagement resulted in the neutralization of 8 enemy combatants, including the commanding officer at the rank of Brigadier General. Conclusion: it is good to underscore that the initial discrepancies in death toll could be attributed to several factors. 1, information gap, fog of war, uncertainties, anxiety, and lumping up of those killed or wounded with those that went missing in the aftermath of attacks, but later on resurfaced as survivors. In conclusion, and after a thorough investigations were conducted with our own main intelligence report as the basis, supported by several eyewitness accounts, as well as backed up by community-based reports on those killed or wounded, SSPDF is glad to announce that the Khor Kaltan death toll, which was initially reported at 73, has now dropped to 36. Thank you.
There you have it.
Kaltan attacks JEBEL, Iraq. On 28.
There you have it. Yeah. So also that's the full video, 2 minutes.
Thank you. Yeah. Before let me respond to this guy. Not too much, and then we will go to those. Tito. I think this guy, he's an older guy. He spoke very good, and sometimes you tell the history of the 70s and all these things. But now look how he wrote here. Wilson, the Equatoria had nothing to do with these people you mentioned. He mean when I mentioned those of Wani, Martin, Nunakumba, and all 3 governors of Equatoria. You see, Juana, that's Nascobarin. And this is where you are misleading yourself. And to me, sometimes, El Dejarain, well, you are undermining other people intelligence. Well, what? I don't get it. Like we, the Dinka, we don't deny our sons who are working in the government. We say they are there. But they were elected by the people. Some were appointees. But they did not go under umbrella of Denka. They went under umbrella of all parties. Majority of them are SPLM members. Why you don't accept the truth? If you say this Equatoria, you have nothing to do, the same thing can apply to the Dinka. That's why we say Kir nothing to do with the Dinka too, because Kir was not appointed by the Dinka. It appointed by the SPLM and then later elected by South Sudanese. So where is the Dinka here? So if we keep let's deny ourselves like that. And this is hypocrisy. When you are denying somebody represent you in Equatoria, that is your own problem. And that's what our cousin Nuer are adopted. Calling people Nuer, these people that represent them, some of them were in Gaba as an SPLM member, and now you pretend saying that Nazil mindu so. Where in the world everybody will get so? Mafia, even in the Western world. Did you see by President?
The problem too, our appointees, MPs from the Jing, whether appointees or elected, are not causing any havoc or any violence in other areas.
Correct. So now, when I hear people, it tells me like you are stupid people that, or you are live in a denial. Where in the world everybody will have a power? Here in Washington, how many times did we see the vice president with that Trump in it? For the last 2 years, I never see him speak. Because it's very clear in any constitution, even the non-profit organization. The vice president job description is the same president, but it will act when the president is not there. All these appointees, they have no power. The ministerial position, they have no voice. The only people you see they have voice in any government all over the world, these are, they call them close allies. These are people that the president sees them like they are really respected him. They are loyal to him, and they are loyal to the country. These are few within the cabinet in any all over the world, not everybody. The people can have a voice in the government are MP if they are all elected. Yes, they have a voice, but sometimes the president can turn them down. Do you know the war that is going on between Iraq and Iran? It is Trump alone. But in the United States Constitution, president cannot declare the war. But there are some certain privileged president cannot go to the Congress. He can act when he sees the country national security is in risk without asking president, without asking Congress. So do not come here and pretend, oh, Ikatoria Betana de mindum sod, oh, where Betana, no, indum sod, Umgadina kul grush. They say, bal, the mindum sod, the same to Dinkas. The Dinkas who are in the government of Salva Kiir, mindum sod. Like I tell you, not everybody will have a sword in the government. It's a one-man show when it comes to the government thing. Job description is very clear. Makul grit yabugula galle yamul grit. No. So let me stop here. We can move the line. Yahwana.
Okay, yeah, move the line.
Welcome.
To,
anybody want to say something before
yeah,
go?
let us give a chance.
That's fine. That's my word to Tito. Ikatoria batakum delo mindum so let them get out and give Ikatori Tanin to be appointed by President Kiir. Because they is stable. They are in charge of the land, they are in charge of the resource of the whole entire state of Equatoria. You come and tell me here? Nonsense.
Okay.
Bol, if you are there.
Yeah, Bol Makur, welcome.
Thank you. I was trying to pay attention to the members as much as I can, because listening is very important in the meeting, and it is a part of leadership. And first of all, I'm greeting the members of the House. Doesn't matter what party you came from. I regard you as South Sudanese, and thank you for coming to listen. Whether you are the one who plan the plan of executing, or whether you are someone who is coming to hear why are we bleeding, I thank you. And next to that, I thank Abraham Adin Majak for gathering the information and bring it forward. It's not an easy task because I'm there. It's for someone who loves his country. So you are someone who loves South Sudanese, regardless of where they are on earth. Thank you for that. Also, I appreciate the SSPDF who always tries best to give us the information, because South Sudan right now is divided. And I know that I know the gentleman is brave. And I know a lot of people took him out as Nuerwil. Okay. But we need to deny that South Sudan is for all of us. Government of South Sudan is for all of us. The division that going on right now is not something that you will claim you will blame someone who came to work with the government. And I speak about it before about that situation. When someone is working with the government, it is regarded as a bad person. It shouldn't be like that. However, let me dive in. First, I will address what I suppose to tell our government, especially the SPLM, the party we are in, me, Majuk, Madit, and all of you, and also my compatriot IO and other groups which are now still negotiating with the government. First of all, in any country, when something happens, when the killing happens, the government has to come out for update, to update the citizen if there is a threat or killing that occur. But our own government need to start learning from that. Wherever, if someone is killed, even if there are two people, one person, government have to come out and say, so what had happened, so and so, we lost them, but we are going to take care of the situation, give condolence to the families, and assess the situation. But right now, since killing it's become like a blink of an eye in South Sudan, the government don't speak again about who is killed and who is not killed. That's really painful. I don't mean SSPDF. SSPDF speak on behalf of the soldier. But within the presidency, this is what I'm talking about. I know they are listening. They are listening to me right now. I'm one of the people who is in the presidency, but I need anybody in the presidency. So the government have to start coming out. This is very important for someone who lost a relative in that situation. I addressed that. So the government have to come out always to acknowledge the situation, but why they don't in this situation. Why they don't investigate thoroughly in this situation. Why they're not going to hold those people accountable in this situation. Because in South Sudan, someone killed someone today, but tomorrow that person will work in a daylight. No, people need to be brought to the law and account for it. The SPLM outside, the SPLM-IG, still they will be Zoom one day. And when they are Zoom, something that which had happened today, it needed documentation that it will be followed up. But that killing, it's very painful. I never speak since that one happened. I was just very quiet because nowadays I stay away from social media because I'm busy, but not because I'm fearing of anything. We are the voice. We are the voice of the people. However, coming to the conflict between the Dinka, which are, I don't want to mention Nuer anymore in this situation or Equatoria, because I have to talk about the group, the within Southern Sudan terrorists. I will call them terrorists. These terrorists in areas of Upper Nile, that's how I will say it, in area of Equatoria. This conflict, people are trying to overlook it for a very long time. But Madida, I want to tell you, me and you looked into this very long time in 2016 when we start creating Lake State Media. Before Majok joined us, 2016 when that war broke out. This war, which is killing people today, is not something that is being planned. this month, yesterday, last year. No. This had been a planning long time ago. Many are being generated here in the US. Many are being generated in Australia. But our Jain people are not looking at that. Jain are very easy. Once there is no tarao, gunshot again, we relax, eating. But we don't look into our security. We don't look into our security. We being targeted, we don't really look at it. You know, people are busy, you know, driving good cars in Juba, but people are not really aware of our security. You know, our security is very important. And by the way, someone who created security, nobody will accuse you. Why are you making security? Because you are a government and all that. No, security is security. What I mean, all those areas, anywhere like that, if police should be there, a small headquarters should be there. Why were we secure during the SPLA? We were very secure, by the way. Why? There was a plan. Khor and Garang make. Everywhere there should be what we call outpost. During the time we were in SPLA, I was there. We used to create outposts everywhere, and that outposts are the safeguards to our citizens. We used to travel without any problem. Not because there were no terrorists like right now, but because there was a huge plan of security safeguarding. It's not anymore there because there are no cushions. People who get out every day and say, hey, be cushion, this one gonna take place, this one, nothing. The only voice you hear is when people are being changed. I like the idea, someone already talked about it here, about the representative. Representatives are not in their constituencies. They are not there. It's just a nomination and kalas. Machi Juba and forget about where he is being nominated to. Our MPs are not talking to their people, but they are getting salaries anyway. Because this ideology within that it will be killed, do everything. This ideology, that's not how the country is being run. It's a responsibility. It's a command that has been break down into subdivisions. But our people don't look into that huge responsibility given to them. You'll be given a responsibility. For example, me and Majuk and Madit, we are from Jiang Chet. And it's a responsibility. It's not a responsibility for President Key to go there in Jiang Chet and safeguard the borders. It's a responsibility of those people who are, how do we call them? Are they called the mayors? The mayor, right?
Mayor.
Those is their responsibility. But look what happened. Our neighbors, the terrorists, they are not Nuer. Nuer are very good folks. I'm talking about the terrorists, the outlaws who are in Punjab. They get out there and they start executing people, killing people because there is no what one young are sleeping. They don't say, you know what, let's do subguiding. And that's what killing these people. The people that were killed in this area called Jebel Juba, or how we call it, those people, they were just relaxing. They don't have security. Kir is not the one going to go there and say, do security. Everywhere you go on earth, you should do security. I had been a security guard here in USA, by the way. Back in the days when I came, I went to Houston Community College and I started doing security so I can do my homework. And you know what I do? I safeguard the building. And when I safeguard the building, I will see one of the people coming to the building. It's not a threat, but he's coming and he looks around and I will go. Or send someone and say, hey, what is that guy is doing? That's a security. It's suspicious. But our people, they just go and sleep. No security. Anyway, أجيال بتاع جنوب السودان دي لما الناس بكلم لا ذاته ناس تانيين, because we have a lot of things to say. I'm not going to be the one to finish them. But I'm feeling pain. I'm feeling pain about our people are just very normal. Get those goddamn guns. Protect yourself. We're not going to cry always after Equatoria. Oh, Equatorians are killing us. Bullshit. Get those guns. Subguide yourself. Subguide yourself. Because right now, South Sudan is break apart. Everybody have to subguide himself. Chilu Salabita, you have to do your status. We're not going to be mentioned people name. We're not going to be mentioned Nuer name. We're not going to be mentioned Equatorial name. We need to stop that and you start subguide yourself. Because right now, the people who are in the bushes right now want to kill whoever they call Dinka are not Equatorial. They are not Nuer. They are terrorist groups. Those terrorist groups, you need to protect yourself by yourself. Lamanita ligidu katulu. That's it. However, I'm very painful. Let me come back to our mother. Majid and our team were listening. A long time ago, politics was practiced by people who find themselves as a philosopher and a principal. Someone will say, if I say this, how people will perceive it? That's been a philosophy. If you say, what should I say? That's a principle. But nowadays, do we have that? No. Someone can just get out from his land, doesn't even understand the politics, and just speak. Saying something that will hurt people. You know how I'm speaking? I'm very careful. I don't want to hurt Nuer. I don't want to hurt Equatoria. I'm hurting who? I'm hurting the terrorists around our country. They've stolen our country. We need to fight them. So for our mother, we need to tell her, chill out. That's how we say it here in Texas. Mama, chill out. Chill out. Chill out. The way she talked, Madid played it, I listened to it. Let's not always believe that Adunki sent someone. Let's not always believe that it's going around Kir family. Let's take that one out. Let's believe that government of Southern Sudan is the one doing this. Is that one you will be free from flagging yourself into a family politics. You see? So when you're speaking and you don't know nothing about politics, now you become like a co-wife. But when you know what you're talking about, you shouldn't even be mentioned anything to do with President Kiir's family, because you know what you're talking about. We can blame himself, our president, because he's the president for all Junubi. And that's why right now, when I find a Equatorian person, or a Nuer person, or a Dinka person, who is criticizing President Kiir in a constructive manner, let him go ahead. He's his president, he's not my president. So I will stop from here, my comrades, and I know I have to speak on a 5 key points. The Dinka, let them secure themselves. We should call these terrorists out. Mama have to be very careful of what she's talking about, because this plan is a plan that has been already architected long time ago, and this killing will not stop. It's just like last time when it started from Uganda to Juba. Execution was there, but we were being executed. The Dinka, the Jewish of Southern Sudan. So what the Jewish have to do? Get goddamn guns, protect yourself. Matakori, Equatoria. No, get the gun. So I will stop from there. And Matakori, Nuer, no, protect yourself. So now, if you talked about Nuer, you will offend the community. Let's talk about terrorists. Let's talk about terrorists that are in Equatoria, in area. I'm talking about the area. I'm talking about the area in Upper Nile. Those people who don't know that we will be marginalized for too long. No education, no agriculture, no development.
And what are the things that hinder the development? It's war. If we put ourselves down, Magul Kala president, let him run his president there. We're just gonna develop our state. It will be okay. It will be swing from state to state one day. Unas kule ya zamana bukun what bukun chaban the leadership. We will give it to Equatoria one day. We will give it to Barkazal one day. We'll give it to Upper Nile one day. All these states we will see leaders. But let's allow development. Put the guns down. Now, Itagad Basal Namsek, Jamana, for how long have we been doing this? What have we get out of it? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, I want to take a seat from Selfa Kimayadi. Day and day and day. Have it developed your state? No. It even create more suffering. So put the gun down. Those terrorists in Upper Nile, those terrorists in Equatoria, those terrorists in Bahr el Ghazal, put the guns down. Let's start developing. Akana Subu Arabad el Quez deal, so we can learn how to apply those gates will be reached. Those are the things that comes in our mind. So thank you so much. I appreciate. We are bleeding, but it's so sad. Kalambita Machakal every day. And someone is not even thinking of, what is good for my daughter to live in a good apartment in South Sudan, enjoying her going to school, dream very well. Like right now, sometimes I dreams like I want to put good apartment in those places these states where this fighting just erupted last month, put good apartments in those areas in Upper Nile, so those kids can learn. That should be the dreams. Create those small Marams roads. People can go to school. That should be our dreams. So thank you all. I appreciate, but I'm very hurt. Thank you. Go ahead.
Before you conclude, sorry, I just wanted to ask you actually focus a lot on how to defend themselves. How do you expect them to defend themselves when the same government you're saying that we shouldn't blame, disarm them and leave where with the guns? So how do you expect them to defend themselves? How?
Thank you for that question. I believe you have not been to Juba, young lady. Thank you so much. I couldn't see your name, so I can address you with your name. Before you answer that, I've been to Juba.
Give me something. Before you answer my question, take this one with you and then answer them all together, okay?
Okay.
Your network, Real, we cannot hear you.
We can hear you ping.
So let's start over.
For your question.
Okay, just wait. Come a second, just wait. Let me fix my internet.
Take your time. Take your time, miss.
Ya jamaa, ya dinka, your time has come. 2 weeks ago, Gali Katoluna be a Vietnam, or 200 something. BBC, Ghana Gana good BBC. Local Talat Ali, Ghana good Iowa, Katolopes one person. Kalak Tulumun, Nuta Uberta get it. We will kill you. We will follow you. We will follow you. Itu menikah kan katolu din kalayan arja bigeriba gali katolu akuma. Ya jamaa, ya dinka, your time has come. 2 weeks ago, gali katolu na be Vietnam or 200 something. BBC, Ghana good BBC. Local Talat Ali,
I played that video for you, Bol, because you're saying that we shouldn't say Equatorian. We shouldn't say Nuer. And there's Nuer intellection come out and said Kalambatana Mahakuma. Denka Kulu. So how did you expect us not to say Nuer or Equatorian? Did you hear the video I play? And I have a lot of them.
Yes.
Yes. So go ahead and answer that, and then more video I will play them, because there's nowhere you're going to condemn us saying that we shouldn't say Equatorian or Nuer. Nuer already clear that agenda Batana is not government, it's Dinka.
Okay.
So you're not going to stop us not to say Nuer. Nuer society or Nuer tribe come out clearly saying that we have problem with Dinka. We are going to respond to them. As Dinka, we are going to say Nuer is the enemy now. In 2026, we have to respond to them. Okay? You go ahead.
Thank you, my sister Nyan. I just see only Nyan, but I don't know the full name.
Nyan Gogreal.
Oh, Nyan Gogreal. Nyan Gogreal, thank you so much. I really like that question. So actually, it give me a lens to, to explain. You remember when I talked about the MPs, because you asked me, how can we defend ourselves and the guns are collected from us? And you remember when I speak, there is something I stress out about
and YouTube,
how the politics works.
come in the clubhouse and join us.
And that's when I talk about
the
philosophy and the principle.
And join us in clubhouse,
when
okay?
a philosophic person is speaking and a principled person is speaking, there should be a way you speak,